Welcome to another video. I hope everyone's alright. This session I'm up at Linear Fisheries on Tar Farm and I'm on Lake 6 and it's swim 1. I've been down here before in the summertime, so I thought I'd give it a go in the winter. So a couple of things have changed since since my last set of videos. I've changed bait companies. I'm now with Munch Baits, so I really appreciate them for letting me join the team. And I'll put a link to their website in the description. Later on in the video I'll show you what baits I'm using. For now, yeah, I'll show you the lake and I'll show you where I'm fishing. So as I said, this is Tar Farm Lake 6 swim 1 up at Linear Fisheries. I'll put their website in the description as well. So to book the Tar Farm swims, you actually have to go onto an app called Catch. The app is available both on iOS and Android. It's very easy to go onto the app and book the swims. I've chosen the same swim as was in before. It has changed a little bit, obviously being winter. There's a lot less vegetation around. The water level has increased. It's come up to the gravel part of the swim, but you know, it doesn't matter at all. I've got the Gizmo alarms, the new Gizmo swing bob slims, and the Tornos GS reels and the Insurgent rods. So yeah, my right hand rod, I've got, if we're looking directly in the middle of the picture, I've got one going out to the swim opposite. I'm probably, I don't know, I'd probably say 3 foot to the left of the swim, and about 2 foot away from the bank. The middle rod, same again. It's right in front of this swim. There's a slight gap in the reeds on the opposite bank, and I've just I've put 2 spods of hemp and boilie out, and just put a pop up, which I'll show you later on. So yeah, that's the middle rod. Left hand rod, there was a bit of action when I turned up this morning, so I thought, yeah, do you know what, I'll put only a handful of boilies on my left hand side of this swim, and yeah, just another pop up. I think I've got I've got a like a washed out yellow pop up on that rig. I'm here for a few nights. Yeah, I've done a Tuesday to a Thursday. At the moment there's no one else on the lake, there's no one else booked on the lake, and you can actually see on that Catch app, you know, what swims are free and then what times they're not. It's a pretty decent app. So a bit of an update. There's been a bit of action on my middle rod. I could see the tip like bending, and then it was just like a single beep on the alarm. Unfortunately there was nothing there, so what I've done, I've recast all 3 rods. So it's just coming up to 3 o'clock, and it feels like the lights are already fading. It's an unfortunate reality of fishing in the winter. We don't get a lot of daylight. I'll bring all 3 rods in just before it gets dark. Fresh bait on each rig. A few spoms of bait around each rod, and yeah, you know, wait for something to happen. It's bound to happen in the night time. Doesn't matter where you go. You know, fishing always tends to come alive at night. But yeah, and it makes it more exciting, to be fair, at night time. You know, you can never tell whereabouts the fish is going. You know, even when you got your head torch on and things, it just makes it that a little bit more tricky, which is great. So yeah, this has been my view for all day. I can think of worse places to be. So I've wound the rods in. I'm just going to have a quick walk down to the next swim, peg number 2. One thing I've noticed, there's a lot more waterfowl. When I first came down here in the summer, you know, the lake had only been open a few months. Obviously, you know, nature and the wildlife doesn't really care about that, but yeah, there wasn't any swans, there wasn't any geese. yeah, there was just no bird life. And now I've been pestered by 2 swans, 3 geese. Yeah, I'll just show you down to this next swim. I'm not sure if you can move swims. You might have to ask the bailiff, because obviously, yeah, on the catch app, you know, you pick your swim and you pick your time and your date when you'll be arriving and leaving. So yeah, this is the next swim down. It's actually got the toilet. Just noticed the toilet there. As you can see, it's so clean at this fishery. It's really nice. Water's absolutely beautiful as well. Really clear. There's still a fair bit of weed out there. I've had a bit of a lead around earlier. There's quite a bit of water. You can fish from this swim actually. As I say, I'm the only one on the lake today, and I think tomorrow as well. Look at that. It's a brilliant lake. Such brilliant lake. I think there's a bit of movement down there. In front of this next swim here, to the right of them birds. I don't know if you guys can see it. There seems to be a bit of movement. There's birds diving down all across the lake, which is a bit of a pain, obviously, for us anglers. It's a pretty swim as well. Fishery's done really well with this lake. I really don't know how I'm going to do on this session. You know, temperatures are down to 4 or 5 degrees. But you know, as I say in all my videos, I say to everyone, you know, I'd rather be out fishing than either stuck behind a computer or yeah, being indoors at home. Well done. No, I thought it was a fish. It was just some birds. Yeah, as I was saying, you know, being out fishing, whether it's cold like it is today, or whether the sun's shining and temperatures are high, yeah, I'd rather be fishing, being outdoors. I like this kind of like this 2-step approach to the swims. Right, back to my swim. I'll put a fresh bait on all 3 rods. Put a bit more bait out. Yeah, and yeah, wait for a fish. I think I'll break this session up into 3 videos, especially if there's not much happening during the days. So not that you could tell from the video, but yeah, the light is fading pretty quickly. Yeah, not long left now until it's completely dark. All 3 rods are out. I've put my right hand rod in I've brought it in probably about 2 rod lengths. I found a bit of a clearer patch out there, so I'm going to try that for the night. All the baits are 14mm pop-ups. I've put a 25mm wide PVA mesh bag on all three rods with a stick mix in all of them. Hopefully this won't be the last for today's video. Hopefully I do catch something, fingers crossed, but yeah, it's been dead quiet. The most activity I've seen is these birds here diving down, having a munch on the bait, excuse the pun. So yeah, I'll leave this video here, unless I have something through the night, and I'll update you guys and girls if something happens. So yeah, if it doesn't, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and just give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it.